On this edition of No DQ&A video, I'll be talking about Over the Limit and the card that's shaping up so far, including John Cena versus John Laurinaitis, as well as CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan. I'll also be talking about the backstage situation with Brock Lesnar. All this and more coming up. Hey everybody, welcome to No DQ&A video right here on youtube.com/NoDQCW and of course, NoDQ.com. Thanks as always for watching. We're coming off Monday Night Raw, as Triple H put it. Monday Night Raw, as it's always been known as, except for when it was Raw's War, but I guess we're all supposed to forget about that. Anyways, got a lot of questions here about Raw and some other stuff, so let's get right down to it. Does WWE really think that by having Laurinaitis as the person to face Cena at Over the Limit, that the buy rates won't be low? This is just a joke. I think WWE knows, just like everybody else knows, that Over the Limit is a throwaway pay-per-view. There's only 3 weeks coming up, and there's not a lot of time to build up matches, so WWE just has to throw a card together, basically. The thing I find interesting is that John Cena did that promo at Extreme Rules, and like everyone else, I was under the impression that he was going to be taking some time off, but I guess WWE decided to change plans, and he's going to be in a match now. He went from facing Lesnar to Laurinaitis. Whatever. WWE has done these types of matches before, where you have the authority figure versus the top star. Like, you look back at, like, Steve Austin versus Eric Bischoff. So it's nothing new from WWE, and it's just a match to fill up the card and something for John Cena to do. That's really all there is to it. What are your thoughts on the Bella Twins getting released by WWE? To be honest, it doesn't really make a big deal or a difference to me. I mean, the Bella Twins were hired not because of their wrestling ability. They were hired because they're models. They would come out there when WWE had the guest hosts every week, and they would stand there and look pretty. That's what they were paid to do. I'm actually surprised that they lasted as long as they did, because once the guest hosts stopped being a regular thing, I mean, what purpose were they serving? And the thing is, too, they're replaceable. WWE is going to hire new young women in their early 20s, and those women will be admired and thought highly of, and the Bella Twins will be forgotten about. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, it's sad to say, but it's true. What did you think of the DX State of the Union address, and in your opinion, what has been the best WWE promo shoots from 1995 till now? The DX State of the Union was hilarious. Everything DX did during that time period was very funny, and it was innovative. It was stuff that hadn't been done before. So, I mean, it was very fresh, and in 1998, they could do no wrong. I mean, DX was just on fire. Just one awesome segment after another. So, I mean, I loved it. And as far as the best promos / shoots, the first one that comes to mind to me is Jim Ross coming out on Raw in 1996. He talked about how he was fired by Vince McMahon, and it was the first time that Vince McMahon was publicly acknowledged as the owner of the WWF at the time, and it was groundbreaking. Just very memorable segment up until the part where he brought out the fake Razor and fake Diesel, but we all like to forget about that now. Also, I remember the segment on SmackDown before Survivor Series 2001 with Vince McMahon and Paul Heyman. Just if you haven't seen it, YouTube it. That was one of the all-time great worked shoot segments on a WWE program. And then the Joey Styles shoot on Raw right before the One Night Stand in 2006. And then, of course, CM Punk's promo from last year. So, I mean, those would be the top of my list. What did you think of the Shawn Michaels versus Triple H Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood 2004 and the feud behind it? Also, would you have changed the outcome? I thought it was a great match. I mean, Triple H and Shawn Michaels can do no wrong. Every time they get in there, they have a great match. I thought it went a little too long for my personal liking, and it just seems like they did like one big move, they lay down for a long time, get up, do another big move, lay down for a while. It wasn't my all-time favorite match. I don't think it was the most exciting match of all time, but I mean, from a psychological standpoint, I mean, they did a great job. But I do think it was a little overkill, and it wasn't my all-time favorite match from them, but still really good stuff. And as far as Shawn Michaels winning that match, I mean, at that point, Triple H was the champion, and Shawn Michaels didn't need the title. I mean, Shawn Michaels was Shawn Michaels. He was the showstopper, the icon, whatever. He didn't need the title, and Triple H was the top heel in the company, and it just made sense for him to be champion. So I would stick with what they did. I think that was the right move. What did you think of Lesnar's tantrum when Cena cut an unplanned promo after Extreme Rules? And do you think WWE has done right by bringing him back for so much money, especially as he is so unpredictable this early in his run and like last time could quit? All right, just to fill in everybody, what happened is that I guess after Extreme Rules, Brock Lesnar went backstage and just threw a fit. I guess it wasn't planned for Cena to cut that promo. The idea was that John Cena was going to be carried out after the match, and even though Brock Lesnar lost, he could come out and say that he won the war. So I guess Brock was frustrated that WWE did something different without him knowing about it. And I can understand him being frustrated with that. I mean, keep in mind that Brock is going to do whatever they ask him to do. He's being paid a ton of money, so he's just going to go along with it. But I'm sure there's still things here and there that if it makes him look bad, he's going to get frustrated. And yeah, I mean, there's always that possibility that he can just have enough and say, you know what, I don't need this. I have enough money. I'm just going to go home. And it was kind of funny on Raw because I think Triple H's promo was paralleling real life right there with Lesnar's frustrations and the idea that he could just take his ball and go home again. So, I mean, it was really interesting stuff right there. Very compelling television, I thought. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know what's going to happen with Brock at this point. Obviously, they did that storyline on Raw with him breaking Triple H's arm as a way to get him off TV for the time being. And we'll see where things go. Obviously, the next step is Triple H and Brock Lesnar, which is something I talked about the past few weeks, like having Triple H come in and say he's had enough of Brock Lesnar. And they kind of rushed it a little bit. I thought that they were going to wait a little bit longer, but you know, they're going to take Brock off TV for the time being, and probably for SummerSlam, they'll bring him back and do the whole match right there. So we'll see how things go. What are your thoughts on CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan? We've seen them have good matches on Raw, but never a pay-per-view. And although I don't think the buy rate for Over the Limit will be all that good, I think they'll put on a great match. Yeah, like I said earlier, Over the Limit is basically just a throwaway pay-per-view, and I don't think WWE sees Daniel Bryan as a guy that can headline pay-per-views as the main event. So they're going to do this match, and the thing is they know that this is a match that hardcore fans are going to want to see. So WWE knows at the very least this is a match that will sell their most hardcore fans, and it'll make them happy. I fully expect Punk to win, but it should be a really, really great match, and I think those guys... if they're given enough time, it'll be another great world title match or WWE title match, whatever it is. All right, that'll wrap things up for this edition of NoDQ&A video. Thanks as always for watching. I really do appreciate all the support from you guys. Keep spreading the word on Facebook and Twitter, whatever, and we'll see you next time.